Welcome back to Taiwan Outlook. Our guest today is Deputy Minister Guo Fangyu of the Council on Labor Affairs. Mr. Guo, we've been talking about job security in Taiwan, but another issue that is very important and very controversial is the job safety. And what is the main, policy principles in your council regarding the job safety for the workers in Taiwan?
Yes, we just talking about the how to find a job for the workers. So if we cannot to improve the working environment, safety, and the conditions, so we cannot help the workers. So the first step, you try to find a job, and the second step, you have to establish the good environment and condition for the workers. So this is our main purpose. And in the past, we launched a lot of the program to help the employers to establish a good working environment. So maybe I can give you some figures. It will help you to understand the environment of this issue. Before 1988, the number of the deaths caused by vocational accidents is about 142. It's very high. Very high every year. Per million. I have to emphasize, per million. So every million workers, we have 142 workers are dead for the sake of the vocational the accidents. And after we struggled years and years, so until to about 2000, the number of the deaths decreased from 142 to 77. 77. So at that time, we launched a so-called 4 years program. So after 4 years struggle, and 77 still decreased to 45, 2005. And maybe you have a question. The 45 is good or bad? So
it's an improvement anyway.
Yeah, improve. And compared to other countries, I think the Canada is more than 60. And United States, 27.
Per million.
Per million. And Germany, 26. Japan, 23. But very amazing figures for the United Kingdom, only 7. Every million, per million, only 7. So now we launched, 2 years ago, we launched a new project. We call it 223. That means within 2 years, we hope, no, 233. We hope within 2 years we can decrease both the death and the injury caused by vocational accidents. We can decrease 30%. And I'm so proud to say that we almost reached such a goal last year. So now I think by the end of this year, I hope that the number of the deaths and the injury will decrease maybe 30, almost 30. So another figure I can give you for reference. And last year, the number of the deaths totally is about 349. And injury is more than 3,000. So if we can decrease the 30%, that means we can save 100 people life, and injury more than 1,000. So we can save that of the people, So it is very important to protect the life and the living and the living condition for workers.
What are the major measures you take to improve the working environment for the workers?
The first one, I can say that we try to amend the related legislation, such as the Occupational Safety and Health Act. So the main purpose of this amendment is the first one, we want to expand the scope of the enterprise which is applicable for the Occupational Safety and Health Act, because now all the labor force in this country is more than 10 million people, workers. But among them, only 60% of the workers are applicable to this act. So it's not enough. So after we can amend such the act, and then we can introduce more people can applicable into this act. The second one, we hope that we can increase the responsibility and obligation for the employers, because this is the duty for the employers.
Yeah.
So in the past, if some accidents happened, and most of the employees just say that it's not my duty, my fault. You neglect, so you have to bear it by yourselves. But it's a wrong thought. I think we have to give the employees have the right, the thought that you have to bear such a responsibility. And the third one, we hope that we can decrease the rate of the deaths and the insurance caused by the accident.
Yeah.
So we introduce ILO standards of the OSHA's, the Occupational Safety and Health Management System. In this system, we hope that we can set up the good policy first. And according to this policy, we hope that we can organize. We can have a very good organization to implement such the policy. So the third steps, we hope that we can implement such the program and according to the policy. So the first one, we need a very full assessment, and that's the one. According to the assessment, we will just design some effective measures to improve all the conditions.
Yes, you do have these kind of institutions, laws, acts, and policies, and so on. But in terms of implementation, does your labor face any challenges or difficulties in implementing those policies?
Oh yes, I think now the problem is now we lack of the labor force, especially we only, I think, 200 or 300 inspectors, but the nationwide is too big, so it's the inspectors is not enough.
Yeah.
So now we try to negotiate and cooperate with the private sectors. So now we have a new measures, the program to cooperate with the enterprise. We call it the partnership system. We signed a partner negotiated or contract or memorandum with even the industrial or big enterprise like Formosa in industry. So I think we can just everywhere we have somebody to inspect or to guidance. Or I just emphasize that 3 ways we are put into 3 in 1, in the same time. The first one is we try to promote. We want everybody to understand how important of the security of the labor, the working environment. Yeah. And the second one is promote and the guidance. And that's the one is inspection. Yeah. So after inspection, maybe we'll give them the ticket to find the employers if you cannot match the requirement of the government.
When we talk about a number of casualties, do you also cover the foreign workers in Taiwan as well?
Sure. The foreign workers in Taiwan, I think the one thing is very important is national treatment principle. Yeah. So we should treat any foreign workers if he's legally to enter to Taiwan, and all include the employment rights, fundamental rights, even living rights. So we the basic principle is national the treatment. So they are protected by all the law, the same as locals. Yeah. So even the labor standard law, labor insurance law, or labor health, national health insurance, the same. Yeah. So even the working hours, working condition, minimum wages. So every laws, they are also protected by those laws.
But it seems to me that that's also one of the controversies some people talk about in Taiwan. In other words, you talk about national treatments. You know, they should be treated as other nationals in Taiwan. But some workers think that they are better paid than they were in their own country. So maybe there should be some preferential treatments in terms of pay scales and so on. Do you agree with that kind of argument?
I think 2 things I have to explain. One is if the foreign workers are working in the family, because the family now is not adapted by the labor standard law. That's right. So we can say that it's not the scope of the labor standard law protection area. And the second one, some of the foreign workers are complaining always that they was exploited by the brokers. So I think most of the problems are caused by the brokers. So now we also have a lot of measures to try to avoid the exploits of the broker workers. The first one, we lowered down the placement fee, the brokerage fee from the outside the sending country.
Yeah.
So, for instance, in Thailand, so we negotiated with the Thai government. So you only can collect 1 month, one minimum wage month from the workers, only 1 month. And in Taiwan, we are not allowed the local brokers to collect any placement fee, brokerage fee. You only can receive the service fee every month. The first year, 1,080 and 800, and second year, 1.7 thousand, and third year, 1.5 thousand. And secondly, we designed a very special system. We call it affidavit. It's a declaration form. So if the foreign workers, before you departure from the sending countries, so you have to fill out a declaration form to write down every item you have to pay after you arrive at Taiwan.
Okay.
And those affidavits, after they arrive here, they can give us. So Council of Labor Affairs will send our inspectors to review, to investigate. So if the brokers, you overcharge from the foreign workers, we will fine the brokers, or even we will evoke the license of the brokers.
Some years ago, when the incident happened in Kaohsiung on the foreign workers, and that created some sort of negative image of Taiwan internationally.
Yeah.
What does the your council do after that? Try to improve the working condition or human rights condition of those foreign workers in Taiwan? So
I don't want to mention such an accident. At that time, I'm a director of the Director General of the Bureau of Employment and Vocational Training. I just responsible for such accidents.
Yeah.
So I said after that accident, we make some improvements. Include that we reviewed and investigated all enterprise who introduced foreign workers to make sure the living environment for foreign workers is just match the need and the regulation and standards of the government. So now I have the confidence to say that it's no problem because nowhere, just like the Kaohsiung accident.
Yeah.
And secondly, we give the enterprise I think the responsibility to improve the condition for the foreign workers. So we also set up some systems, such as the workers, if you find I was treated by unfair standards, you can just call to our office, and we hire 4 people who can speak native language of the sending country. So anytime, you just call to our office, we will send the people to investigate. And also we ask all the county, the local government, to set up a counseling counter. So now we have a 24 counseling center, and also can receive the complaint from the foreign workers. So since that time, I think it's impossible to have such a similar situation will be happen in the future.
We talk about how to find the people to find the jobs and how to protect their job security and safety and so on. So when we come back, we will talk about what after they leave the job, what kind of retirement policy or pension policy we have, and to help them to for the rest of their life. So when we come back, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
So we're back in a few moments. Stay with us.